And then I always say you contact the company to find out, if you got questions. Because what is the number one question you're probably going to have? Are my physicians, are my providers in network? That's probably the number one question. After you look and say, okay, that out-of-pocket maximum's okay, and they're covering my drugs, okay, so I'm comfortable with these co-pays. Then let's see, are my providers in network? Okay, so and you can call them and ask. You can get online and go to their website and look, or again, we'll help you with that. But I always say it's a good thing to call the company because you want to feel comfortable with that company. If they answer your questions, then you'll feel more comfortable with them. If they're not answering your questions so well, maybe not. And here's some of the questions that you may want to ask. And another example I like to give with my sister is she gets a regular blood test done pretty frequently, and so one year on her Advantage plan, the hospital-based lab was was the preferred network provider. So she either had a $0 or $5 copay, something like that. The next year, the hospital-based lab was in network, but was not the preferred provider, so her copay was going to be like $20. But if she went to, and I can't, LabCorp, LabQuest, or Lab something, whatever it was there, it was a $0 plan. So when I talk about managed care, who's managing? You are. You need to ask the questions. Because you can manage your healthcare dollar if you are aware of those things. All right, so why the heck would you choose a Medicare Advantage plan? Well, if your plan is 0 premium, do you think you could save some money? Yeah, you could. Absolutely. Particularly if you're healthy and you're not going to that out-of-pocket maximum every year. Okay. It can provide benefits not otherwise covered at all. So there is some dental coverage. Many of them, they have dental coverage. It's like for the cost of for the same copay as going to a specialist, you can get your teeth cleaned twice a year. Go for that appointment and then get one of those Panaflexes. That's usually what's covered. But are you going to go to the dentist you've always gone to, or are you going to go to the in-network dentist? You're going to go to the network dentist. Okay. But otherwise, you don't get anything. Okay. Same with glasses, vision. Got a really nice with my sisters. She got a really nice discount on getting her a prescription, new lenses and frames, but went to the in-network provider. And otherwise, that's not covered at all. Otherwise, that's out of your pocket. So dental, vision, hearing, all of this. You know how much hearing aids cost? Thousands. Although there's some new technology coming down the line, kind of going more Bluetoothy now. So I'm excited. But right now, thousands of dollars. So if there's a little bit of help with that, even if you have to go to whoever it is. So that's one of the benefits. Some people really, really like not dealing with 3 different cards. They really like, okay, this is what I'm due. I got that. So you're just dealing with one service provider. And here's another one, is you can readily review and evaluate them every single year. So you can change, there's a new company in town, they're trying to attract members. You can save some money if you're willing to do that and they got what you want. You can change every year to maximize your health care dollar. So you can review and do that and easily switch. That is something we can do online. You can do those online, very easy. Don't have to involve agents or brokers or anything. All right, So how are you going to learn more? Well, Medicare.gov, and when I say instructions available, as I said, they're on our website, or you can come to the program. Contact those insurance companies. You can talk with brokers too. Again, brokers will represent lots of companies and the program. Any questions about Advantage plans? Yeah.
From your perspective in doing this over the years and your history, it seems.
Are you implying I've been doing this a while?
Well, I've seen you a couple of years.
Yeah. Well, let's say 32. So I think you're right. Okay.
Yeah, I know. You're doing a great job. I do. I recommend these programs. But anyhow, here's my question: is in the past there were more Medigap things, less Advantage programs. Now you're seeing more Advantage. Are you seeing a trend that more people are going towards the Advantage plans versus sticking with Medigap?
That's a great question. For which, I would say, and Monica, you can chime in here too, is that our legislature, our government is definitely encouraging Advantage plans by the way they're structuring it. Okay. Would you agree with that? And in our area, you are seeing about a 50-50 split. That is not the case nationally. Nationally, it's more heavy towards supplementals.
Still, okay.
But in our area, it's closer to 50-50. For whatever reason.
You brought up the fact that these companies might reduce plans to get you going into theirs. Like Mutual of Omaha, he has a plan, Part D, but it has no CMS star rating. To me, that means it's new, right?
Correct.
And it won't get a star rating until?
For another year, until next year.
Is that risky to try to take advantage of that? If the price is right?
I mean, they got to do what they got to do. So the price is right, and then if you're not happy with them, you're stuck with them for 1 year, and you can appeal or go after. If you've got some concrete thing, you can report it and appeal. I mean, I don't really like. We don't endorse, recommend any of that type of thing. That's really a personal choice. If you're uncomfortable with going with somebody who's new in a market, then don't do it. But if you're, but if you say, this was approved by CMS and they got to live up to their, to what it says, and I can complain and report them if they don't, and you're comfortable with that, then do it. This is really about making your choice. It truly is. So what do you want to consider? I like to say that, that really, what we want to do is provide you the questions to ask. So hopefully you're gathering the facts. As a matter of fact, I want all of you to pick up, raise your hand right now. Everybody, raise your hand. Yeah. Do this. Because do you know there's 10,000 people that turn 65 every day? And we can't even get, we can't even get 25 of them in this room. All right. So what? So you want to consider the cost, okay? You want to review the benefits and the coverage that's right for you. You certainly want to examine any provider lists. Then you got your lifestyle considerations. Do you travel? You've seen that that's something you got to think about. How comfortable are you with network restrictions? Do you want to go to anybody you want to go to? Or, okay, yeah, I'm used to this. I can, I know who's in network. I can figure that out. And your own personal health. And then your comfort with unknown cost. So, possibility one is kind of budgeting friendly in that you're going to pay that same amount every month regardless. And possibility two can possibly be budget friendly because it's really more of a pay-as-you-go Whereas the other one's traditional insurance, you're going to pay, you pay kind of ahead or pay regardless. So that, you know, like I said, this is kind of the time when I think, how many of you thought that there would be this many choices? I mean, so when you're working, what is there? Like, you know, maybe you have 2 or 3 choices, your spouse has 2 or 3 choices, maybe you have 6 choices. Oh, we just put probably close to 100 choices in front of you. So just when you think things should get easier, they just got much more complicated. Yeah, so we got a little something for you. You feel like you got a headache coming on? So we have a little hot cold pack for you. There you go. Yeah, because
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Because indeed, this can give you a headache. But we want you to know that we are here to assist you. And I put Monica's name up there because she's the one you're going to talk to. You know, and our website is, if you go to stelizabeth.com/PrimeWise, you'll come right to it, or you can go through the list and find it, to find our website. With that, so we are here to be a support. The one thing I will tell you is you cannot come into her appointment with Monica and say, I was your mom, what did you tell me to do? Okay, because we don't endorse, recommend, or choose for you, but we will help you. You know, your initial, if you see kind of that possibility 1 and possibility 2 is kind of your first decision point. And you can, and not that you can't go back, but right now, that's your decision point. And then we'll help you wade through some of that. Absolutely. Any other questions? Yeah, I know. About this time is like, I can't take one more question. Or, I mean, I can't answer anything.
Well, I have the PrimeWise paper here, and I didn't know if there's another. Now, is the same group that you've taught today? Is that also Monday, December 2nd?
That's the Advantage Plan program, where I said if you are interested in the Advantage plans, it'll be about an hour and a half. We'll talk a little bit more in depth about them. I'll actually get on the Medicare.gov website and walk through those steps.
Okay, so I need to call and see if there's any space available?
There will be space.
Oh, okay.
This is always a smaller group. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
But yes, please call. It's out of pocket unless you go and purchase a standalone plan. Yeah. Don't forget about the evaluation if I'm losing you. Yes.